Hey guys, so today is going to be all about my cop harassment story. So a lot of you may be thinking, semi-attractive female, of course she's getting away with a ticket. She might just even get away with murder. But I'm going to tell you guys that you're wrong. Actually, you're right. One time, I got pulled over in the same spot 2 days in a row. And I did not get a ticket either time, and don't say it's because there was a guy cop, because one of the times it was a girl cop. And I had the stupidest excuse for speeding. I told her that I was late for Zumba, but maybe she was a fitness enthusiast and that's why she let me go. But anyways, that is not what this story is about. So this story takes place when I was 17 years old. I had just gotten my license and I just got in a car and I just felt like a free bird, just ready to take on the universe. So I just told my friend Mike, hey, why don't we take a trip up to Boston? It's only 2 hours away and we can party in Boston, even though I don't know if we really can because we're 17. But we did anyways, and we drove to Boston. We got ourselves a hotel room, we raided the mini bar, and we just had an awesome time. But on the way back home, something not so awesome happened. We're on the Massachusetts Turnpike, and I am scurrying along. This is probably one of the first few times I'd actually driven on a highway. So I get into the fast lane and I start following all these crazy fast Massachusetts drivers and they're all going like 85. I'm like, okay, I can go 80, let's do this. And so I'm in the fast lane going 80 miles per hour and then Mike's face just turns white and I look over and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, look, in the distance, it was a giant man-eating cheetah. No, just kidding. It was something even worse. A Massachusetts state trooper. And he had this speed gun pointing at me and he had jumped into his car and started to pursue us on the highway. I'm in the left lane and I believe it was a 3-lane highway. So immediately I start panicking. All these things are running through my mind. Oh my goodness, I'm getting pulled over. Are we gonna get arrested? Do we have drugs in the car? Wait a minute, we don't even do drugs. How do I get from the left lane all the way to the right lane? There's like a million cars behind me. I feel too terrified to just like pull over on the side of the highway. So about a quarter of the mile down, I see a rest stop. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go into this rest stop. Mike is like, yeah, go in the rest stop. So I'm like, okay. So the cop is still following us and we go into the rest stop, we pull in and we park and the cop pulls in right behind me. The cop walks over, swings my car door open, grabs me by my arm, takes me to the back of my car, pushes my face into the back trunk of my car, kicks my legs open and handcuffs me. Traumatizing. I actually ended up having bruises on my legs from the force of him kicking my legs open. And he starts yelling at me and asking me, why are you trying to evade police? And I'm 17, so I don't even know what that word means. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, yeah? You think you're being smart by going in the rest stop trying to hide from me? And I'm like, no, I wasn't trying to do that. I just thought this would be easier for the both of us. And then I just started bawling my eyes out. And at that point, I think he realized that he had made a really big judgment error. I think that's when he got a really good look at me and saw that I was just a baby-faced angel. So he allows me to get back into my car. My friend Mike at the time was a cigarette smoker. I let him smoke cigarettes in my car and the car reeked of cigarettes. So immediately when I sit in the car, he starts sniffing and he says, are you guys smoking pot? Don't lie to me. Otherwise, I'll call the K9 unit. They'll be here in 5 minutes. Of course we didn't have drugs. I didn't even do drugs. I think he tried to cover his ass a little bit by explaining to us why he was being so aggressive. And he said that the route that we were on was a major drug trafficking route and that quite recently they were recruiting a lot of young teenagers to do the drug running back and forth between state borders. And so apparently I fit the profile. He ended up giving me like a $250 speeding ticket and sent us on our merry way. So I was really upset about this and I waited about a week until I even told my mom about it because I was so worried that she was gonna be pissed off at me. And when I finally told her, she's like, oh, it's okay, we're just gonna go and fight the ticket. I'm like, okay, great, well, it's in Massachusetts. So, field trip. A few weeks later, I went to Dudleytown, Massachusetts to their courthouse to go and fight this ticket. I went in, I sat down with some dude at a desk, and he took $100 off the ticket. So the ticket ended up being only like $150, and then I forgot to pay it, so it went back up to $250. So I went and fought the ticket for absolutely no reason, and I ended up having to pay $250 anyways because I was a dumbass. So that was my cop harassment experience. I thought it was pretty awful. I thought about pressing charges. I thought about contacting the police department and complaining about this police officer's behavior towards me, but I was 17 and I was so shaken up by the experience that I really just wanted to forget it and let it go. But you can bet your ass that if that happened again today, there would be hell to pay. Okay, that sounded really terrifying. If you've ever had a crappy experience with the law, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video and if you like my storytelling videos, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!